So for the guild we have Sonnia Criid with Cherufi's parting gift and Cherufi's imprint. Then her trusty companion, Samuel Hopkins, with leadline coat and depth to the guild. And then Francisco, who might have been hanging out with Lady Justice a bit too much, but he has Hermanos de Armas. Then we have a Witchling Handler, 3 Witchling Stalkers, and a Thalarian Queller.
Leading the Resurrectionists is Nicodem, with Maniacal Laugh, Undertaker and Spare Parts. 1 Vulture, Mortimer, with Corpse Bloat and My Little Helper. Azura Rotten, the Carrion Emissary, with Conflux of Death. And 2 Crueligans. Resurrectionists deploys first. They spread out and attempt to gain as much cover as possible. They don't know where Sonnia will deploy. The guild deploys the Master, 2 Henchmen, and the Queller close to the center. And then the Witchling Handler and 3 Witchling Stalkers on the other side. At the beginning of the turn, Azura places a quarantine marker, and Mortimer uses the My Little Helper upgrade, but it's the Carrion Emissary that activates first. It takes 2 walk action and places the Shards of Kythera. The Queller activates, takes 1 walk action and places a suppression marker. Mortimer activates. He uses Found the Bone to place a corpse marker. He uses his 0 action from the Corpse Bloat upgrade to place a corpse marker and takes 3 points of damage. And because of the My Little Helper upgrade, will this turn be able to use the 0 action twice, so he takes 3 more points of damage and places another corpse marker. One of the Witchling Stalkers takes 2 walk actions, and the Vulture attempts twice to use the Eyes and Ears ability on Nicodem, but he fails twice. One more Witchling Stalker walks up, and the Crueligan over here takes 2 walk actions. The Witchling Handler uses Follow the Flock on one of the Witchling Stalkers. It pushes towards his friend. The Witchling Handler then takes 2 walk actions. The Crueligan moves a few inches and stays outside of line of sight. The last Witchling Stalker takes 1 walk action, shoots at Emissary, and Emissary cheats a 12, so it's a miss. Nicodem activates. He uses Maniacal Laugh to turn the corpse markers into zombies. He then turns one of the zombies into a punk zombie. He gives the punk zombie fast, and when it is summoned, he discards an additional corpse marker to heal it. And then he takes 1 walk action. And 1 minor zombie is still left. Francisco activates. He gives El Mayor to Sonnia. He takes 1 walk action and pushes Sonnia towards him with a Cover Me action. Then he takes 1 more walk action. The punk zombie charges the Witchling Handler. The first attack is a miss because the handler cheats an 11. Then she uses her defensive trigger to push one of the stalkers into base contact. The second attack on the charge makes 2 points of damage, and the attack from fast is a miss, and 1 more stalker is pushed into base contact. Cromwell takes takes 2 walk actions. And the zombie takes 2 walk actions. He's not slow because he starts close to Nicodem, and he gains +1 move because he starts close to the carrion. Sonnia takes 1 walk action, places flame wall, and goes defensive. Asura Rotten walks forward, takes defensive, kinda screwed up, she can't move this way. And as a zero action, she turns the marker into a zombie, and then the zombie will activate. At the end of the turn, a zombie is placed in base-to-base contact with the shards of Kythera, and then they are removed. The Witchling Handler goes first. She makes 6 points of damage and 2 points of burning on the punk zombie. Then, because of Sonnia's ability on her upgrade, Follow the Flame, 1 Witchling Stalker can chain activate. It chain activates, it kills the punk zombie, and because of the Parting Gift upgrade, the totem is summoned. The Carrion Emissary activates. He attacks the totem with Rotten Ren. The totem is killed and 2 blast markers are placed. He then attacks the Witchling Stalker and it's killed as well. He then places the Shards of Kythera again. The Talarian Queller takes 1 walk action and places a suppression marker within 12. Asura Rotten takes 2 walk actions and summons a zombie, name base-to-base contact with the quarantine marker. Francisco activates, he kills the zombie, he takes 1 walk action and he pushes Sonnia into base-to-base contact. Nicodem takes 1 walk action to get away from the suppression markers. He uses Maniacal Laugh to summon 2 zombies. He then summons 1 punk zombie. When the punk zombie is summoned, another corpse marker is discarded, so the punk zombie has full wounds. The Guild Autopsy is also summoned, and it is summoned from the action on his upgrade, so it has full wounds. And then Nicodem is done. The Witchling Stalker attacks the Guild Autopsy, makes 2 points of damage and 2 burning. The second attack flips the Black Joker on the damage flip, and then this Witchling Stalker will chain activate. The Witchling Stalker takes 1 walk action. He shoots Nicodem. He hits Nicodem, but Nicodem uses a Soulstone to prevent the damage. The punk zombie activates. He makes a flurry on Francisco. He makes 4 points of damage, but Francisco prevents 2 of them with a Soulstone. And the 2 other attacks, they both miss. Sonnia activates. She takes 1 walk action. She places the flame wall and she attacks the punk zombie, makes 2 points of damage and 1 point of burning. The zombie standing next to Samuel attacks Samuel, but it's a miss. The Samuel activates, kills the zombie, and since he can see people with burning, he attempts to shoot the punk zombie, but he shoots at Sonnia instead. Sonnia chooses to flip for defense, flips a Black Joker. She is hit and takes 3 points of damage. The Crooligan places a ski marker, places himself because always on the move ability, takes 1 walk action. The other Crooligan places a ski marker, places himself over the building and takes 1 walk action. That was standing over here took 1 walk action. Then the Vulture walked into base contact, targeted him with his 0 action, took another walk action and put the zombie down over here. Mortimer managed to dig up a corpse marker, but chose to not place one with his 0 action. At the end of the turn, the Witchling Stalker died because of the burning condition, which it gained when the totem died. The Witchling Handler also dies. When the Witchling Stalker dies, the Guild Autopsy dies, and since the Guild Autopsy had burning on it, Sonnia chooses to summon her totem. The Punk Zombie suffers 1 damage from his burning. The shards of Cathera are removed, and 1 zombie is placed. Turn 3, the Punk Zombie goes first, makes a flurry against Francisco and kills Francisco. The Witchling Stalker charges the Punk Zombie, takes it down to 1 remaining wound and 1 burning, and then Sonnia chooses to chain activate. Sonnia activates, she kills the Punk Zombie. When the Punk Zombie dies, Nicodem can draw a card. Then Sonnia takes a focus, fires at the Emissary. It's a hit, but the Emissary cheats the card that Nicodem drew. So it's a negative flip to the damage. It makes 2 points of damage and 1 burning. This zombie is slow, takes 1 walk action and engages Samael. The totem activates. It is slow because it was summoned. It takes 1 walk action. Since Sonnia has Sheriff's Parting Gift as an upgrade, the Queller can chain activate. He charges Azura Rotten. He flips severe damage on the first attack, but she uses a Soulstone and prevents 3 of it. The second attack flips Black Joker on the damage, but the first attack gains the trigger to move the suppression marker. Azura Rotten activates. She makes 5 points of damage, and she summons a zombie over here. Samael activates. He kills the first zombie with 1 attack, and the second zombie with the second attack. Nicodem activates. He takes 1 walk action. He attempts to use Maniacal Laugh, but it fails. He then takes a 2 AP action from his upgrade spare parts. Discards 4 corpse markers and summons a Rogue Necromancer. Hooligan takes 1 walk action, places a scheme marker, and then places himself in close combat. The Hooligan over here takes 1 walk action, places a scheme marker, and places himself in close combat. Vulture takes 1 walk action, brings the zombie with it, and then the Vulture attacks and damages the Queller. Now the zombie will activate. The zombie attacks the Queller is killed, and that's points for Frame for Murder, 2 points. The Carrion Emissary disengages and moves to over here, fails to summon the shards of Cathera. The Rogue Necromancer simply takes 1 walk action into close combat. At the end of the turn, the pumpkins explode. The Resurrectionist reveals plant explosives, scores 3 points. Both crews score for turf war. In turn 4, the rogue necromancer goes first. It kills the witchling stalker and makes 5 points of damage and 2 poison on Sonnia Criid, and puts the stalked condition on Sonnia. Nicodem activates and manages to disengage to get out of the dampening aura. He uses maniacal laugh, and then he summons a punk zombie, discards a zombie to heal the punk zombie. So there's one punk zombie there and one ordinary zombie here, and then he gives the punk zombie fast. Sonnia takes 1 walk action, makes 2 points of damage, draws 2 cards and heals 2 points of damage because of a trigger, and then she goes defensive. And she also uses confiscated lore to increase her defense with 2. Mortimer activates, he heals 1 point of damage from regeneration, charges the totem and makes 1 point of damage. The totem walks into close combat, attacks Mortimer, but it is a miss. The Crooligan charges Sonnia, both attacks miss. The punk zombie takes 1 walk action and makes a flurry because he's fast. He makes 5 points of damage. Sonnia has 2 wounds remaining and she has poison and burning on her. The emissary activates. He uses his attack action on Samuel. He hits twice, makes 3 points of damage on each hit, but they are reduced to 2 points of damage because of Leadline Cloak. So he suffers 4 points of damage in total. And then he uses the March of the Dead to remove his destined condition and summon a Guild Autopsy. The Guild Autopsy is summoned within 6 line of sight of the Vulture, so it is not slow. The Guild Autopsy activates, fires twice at Samuel, makes 3 points of damage, reduced to 2 points of damage, and 1 poison. The Mindless Zombie attacks the totem and makes 1 point of damage. The Vulture takes 2 walk actions, moves the zombie a little bit with the first one. The zombie activates, he can take 1 walk action since he's not slow because of the Vulture. He attacks Samuel and he kills Samuel. Hooray! Zombies! Sonnia is killed by the burning and the poison condition. And the scheme marker is a bomb and it explodes and scores 1 point. Sura Rotten reveals Bodyguard. In turn 5, Mortimer kills the totem and all the guild models are dead.